Hi y'all, welcome once again to one of my live streams. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to take a ride in another esoteric cloud, and I'm very thankful for everybody watching right now or watching in uh, post-recorded format. Okay, so I hope you are having a great day. I hope you are having a great night. I hope you are having a great afternoon. Whatever you are, whatever is your time zone, I hope you are in your own time, chilling and projecting on and into your own individuality. Alright? So today, the esoteric surfing that we are about to do is about Neptune going into retrograde, right? And so, as Neptune went into retrograde soon, some days ago, and basically we are going to look at the sky and see how that journey backwards, okay, started for Neptune, all right, because how it starts will influence very much its course and what memories or what frequencies and vibrations from the past will us pick up along our own travels, or they just might come back to us in accordance to their own travels. All right, and just to be clear, a retrograde is not really a planet walking backwards. All right, it's just a matter. Anita's Anita's flying high. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Shout out to the Soul Group. You know it. Shout out to everybody that is working on themselves. Shout out to everybody that is taking care of themselves. And shout out to everybody that is working in order to change the world into a world where everybody can be their own individual. You know it, right? So I was saying that a retrograde does not mean necessarily that the planet is going backwards or is traveling backwards. That is not true. That is just a matter of perspective. It's just those planets are so far away and their trajectory is not perfect, is not a perfect circle. Though there are certain moments where they go a little bit further, right? So they seem to be moving slower or they seem to be moving backwards, but it's just they get further away. And as they get further away, they appear to move slower. Like when you look at a plane, you are in the ground, the plane is in the sky, the plane is going really fast, but for you it's almost like it is stopped, right? So the same thing happens when a planet is in retrograde. It just goes to a more eccentric part of its orbit. It goes further away, so it seems that it's moving slower, but we move at the same speed because we are in this body, we are in this chakra. So our speed maintains, but the apparent speed of, in this case, Neptune, changes to slow because it goes further away. And because our speed maintains the same, there is an increased difference in the lagging of the light and information that we receive from Neptune. So as we go further, we spin apparently faster, we receive light and frequency and vibration from Neptune even later, even um, after the fact. Okay, because in the esoteric realm, everything does with perspective and how you see and follow lights. So if a spirit gets further away from you, more distant, the time that you will spend or the time that you need to wait in order to receive its light will get bigger because it needs to travel more spaces until it reaches you. And that's what happened with the retrogrades, okay? The planets don't really start to move backwards, they just appear to be moving backwards, all right? So let me take a sip in my tea. I bet it's hot. Hot as fuck. I know it's pretty chill. Cheers, y'all. Big man. Really nice, really nice. So before we go into Neptune's energy, before we go into how Neptune started its travel backwards, we will see how today's day is. All right. So today's energy, today a bit of honey. Today is the 2nd of July of the year 2021, according to the Magic Square, right? Or it's the 2nd of July of the year 9, according to the free new shift, new wage, however you want to call it, calendar. All right. So if you were, or you are about to go into the Magic Square, aka working, or if you plan to spend a lot of time shopping, or if you plan to spend a lot of time in their infrastructures, in their streets, in their clubs, in their cafes, in their bars, or just in everything that deals with the Magic Square, all right, you will experience more the number 5 energy, about feeling, about care, about connecting emotionally. Okay. And if you are more into your own time, if you are more into spirituality, if you are more into creativity, if you are more into doing what's new, if you are more into participating into the new programs that the Magic Square can't use right now, they are changing their infrastructure. Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn and Jupiter were in Capricorn, now in Aquarius, still dealing with Saturn. They are changing their infrastructure and the way to communicate in order to get these new waves into their programs. But we are there first. Shout out to the Soul Group. Read the thingy below, right? So to us, because you can do both. You can go to the Magic Square and then go home and participate on your own square, on your own Magic Square, right? So for everybody that was being more into themselves, into spirituality, today's energy goes into the number 9. So today, perfect day to ascend something, to rise spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, to rise your skill. Maybe you want to improve how you paint, or you want to improve how you sing, or you want to improve how you speak to others. Today is a good day to do that or to practice that. Or today is a good day to focus on your manifestations in order for it to ascend and rise. Or maybe you were feeling down and now you can rise, you can do something to rise your spirit. Okay, so today's energies: Magic Square number 5, feeling, individuality, creativity, spirituality, aka new age time, 9, ascension. All right, thank you, Anita. Cheers. Ooh, really good tea. All right, so and if you are participating in the Magic Square, you can take your individuality and think a lot about it, or others, because it's 14, 1 plus 4, 5, right? So you is thinking too much about your individuality or about others' individualities, so that's make you connecting because you are thinking too much about it. Okay. And in the new age calendar, it's an 18, 1 plus 8, 9, right? So you are placing your individuality into routine and pattern, into an infinite loop, into a, a, a more fixed, stable circumstance, aka you are spending a lot of time into your individuality, into your creativity, and that will make it rise. All right. So then, energies of today: Venus conjuncting Mars, both in Leo, both fire, both hot, right? This is loving our passions and motivations, and making love with frustration as well, relating with frustration, or just confusing our passions and motivations with love and responsibility, confusing appreciation with aggression, with frustration. Okay. Also, Venus opposing Saturn, aiding reality, or creating here balance. so you can love responsibilities, the right ones, right? Because Venus opposing Saturn can make you love the wrong type of responsibilities, or you get responsibilities that are too heavy on you. But if you can balance, if you take this opposition and make it an opportunity, you can love the right responsibilities. Okay, Mars opposing Saturn, being angry at reality or being motivated about doing something different or destroying something in reality, or just transforming your reality into a positive way. That's the balancing scenario. All right. Also, Moon squaring Pluto, learning to feel comfortable with transformation or learning how to heal trauma. All right. Because the thing with Pluto is sometimes you transform or change very fast in some areas that you didn't expect it, or that you had a lot of security in those areas. So when you transform, those things change under your feet, key point, when those things change, instead of you go there and change it yourself, instead of you changing yourself, it creates trauma. So right now we are learning to get more comfortable with transformation, or we are learning to heal that past trauma because Pluto is still in retrograde. All right. Then Mercury squaring Neptune. Okay, this one we'll go see it on the next part. On the next part, actually, I forgot to write it, so I'm glad I write it on the other part. Let me write it real quick. Because Mercury is squaring Neptune, right? So we will see how that is healing for you, Anita. I'm very glad. I'm very glad. That means you are using this energy in a good way. You are healing past trauma situations where you wanted to express yourself, but if you were to express yourself, others will react like it's traumatic. Okay, aka taboos for me personally. Not to brag about myself, but I never heard anybody saying that. But for me, Pluto is also creating or dissolving taboos. All right. So you can be more comfortable looking back at those past situations. All right. So Venus squaring Uranus, learning to love uniqueness and originality, or learning how to change our love matters. Mars squaring Uranus, learning to have more unique and new and fresh and innovative passions, motivations, but also anger and frustrations. So we might have, be developing new frustrations instead of us being passionate into changing ourselves and the world around us. We can just be passionate, and instead of us changing ourselves, we keep the same. We keep being the same. We keep repeating some pattern that is not useful to us, but we change how we are frustrated about the same problem without actually resolving it. Okay, that can be the negative part of this energy. Then also Saturn also squaring Uranus, learning to be more realistic about your individuality. All right. Mercury trining Saturn, a gift to communicate more clearly, more being more real about your communications. I got some air that needs to come out. It's done. Mercury trining Saturn, a gift to communicate more really, or a gift to analyze reality in a great way. Also, Sun sextiling Uranus, all right, opportunities to have a more unique individuality, or opportunities to be more unique in general. Air, you know how I am. if I'm drinking something, sometimes I'm just talking too fast, and that I accumulate a lot of air, and that needs to come out ASAP. All right. So we were in Sun sextiling Uranus. All right. Yeah. Moon sextiling Mercury. Opportunities to feel comfortable with communicating, thinking, and analyzing, aka opportunities to feel comfortable with what's in our mind. So the negative part is you can have a lot of bullshit in your mind, and now you have an opportunity to get comfortable and to get relaxed and to think and to feel those things are good things, but they are actually not. Or an opportunity to speak our internal world, to speak and communicate how we are feeling right now. Then Neptune is exiling Pluto, that will be in a minute, that will be in a short time. Moon trining Mars, a gift to feel passionate, motivated, or frustrated, or a gift to feel hot, to feel fiery, to feel let's go for the kill, or feeling extremely creative as well. Moon trining Venus, a gift to feel and attract love, or a gift to attract responsibilities that we don't want as well. Moon sextiling Saturn, opportunities to feel comfortable about reality, or opportunities to relax because you are in a good situation, because you are in a good foundation, or opportunities to attract circumstances in your reality. No, opportunities to attract situations that you want to your reality, or opportunities to react and respond to reality. So the shadow government can use this alignment to make people react to whatever it is going on outside in their own reality. Because, yes, Saturn is about reality, stability, making sense, but I got my own perspective of reality. You got your own perspective of reality. So your reality to me can be just La La Land, and my reality to you can be La La Land. But the way you look at it, the way you look at that vision, the way you look at those principles, the way you look at those virtues makes it Saturn for you, makes it real. While to me, it can be complete bullshit, and I can have 1,000 reasons to explain to you how that perspective is not real, but it doesn't matter. If you see it as Saturn, it will be Saturn to you. Okay? So Moon sextiling Saturn, opportunities to react and respond to reality, and Moon in conjuncting slash sextiling Jupiter, because Jupiter is right now in the cusp, in the Pisces Aquarius cusp. So the Moon is in Aries, so it's not in conjuncting, fatal attracting, or sextiling. So you can be feeling a different side to your experiences. You can be feeling a more internal, creative, dreamy, imaginative side to your experiences, or you can already be feeling opportunities to feel comfortable and relaxed about your experiences and educations, rather through school or rather through street school, which are the best ones. All right. Ah, so those are the most uh, prevalent energies in the sky for me. I think I'm missing some here because I wrote this down in a bit of a hurry. So maybe I'm pretty sure I'm missing some of them, but that's not uh, the end of the world. That it's not the end of the live stream. All right, so let's continue. And now we go to the main part. Oh, true, true. I saw you had your live set it up. Ah, ah, you have an excellent live stream of your own. If I can, I'll be present because I wanna watch Houston Dash play. I don't watch them play in a long time. So you go on. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time, Anita. Thank you very much for being here. So next we go into, right, Neptune in retrograde. And we are watching how Neptune is aligning with the other stars, because that will make the retrograde, the past things, the past moments we are connecting to, how Neptune started that journey, will have a longer period impact on the general retrograde transit of Neptune, which I think it's long. I think it's pretty long as well. All right. So first, Neptune in retrograde, right? Neptune in retrograde is remembering or connecting to past moments where we have great belief, great faith, great imagination, great creativity, far out creativity, far out dreams, far out belief systems, faith in something that was even not from this reality. So it's something really expensive, really expensive, all right, really powerful, things that most times do not even relate, do not even equate to this reality, because Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto are the ones that I like to call the great elders, because they already have experienced what every star in our system is experiencing right now in their own way, all right? And they are greatly far away from us, but still close enough for us to feel a bit of its influence. So if any spirit in this system wanna leave this system, the best way is to go through Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, because those ones are the further away. And how does one connect with Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto? By doing things that are extremely different, or extremely new, or extremely creative, extremely out of the normal, because those planets are so far away. The type of experiences they are experiencing right now are completely different and new for spirits in our system. So if you start to channel to those frequencies and vibrations, and you play those roles, you play those missions down here, your spirit, when you die, will go there or through them to a completely different realm. All right. So, and Neptune retrograde is pretty much about that, about you doing or feeling or creating something or just imagining or just believing in something that is really different, really never seen in this realm before. Really creative, uh, alien imagination, crazy imagination, and that's why Pisces also are called crazy, because Neptune is co-ruling Pisces, right? And that gives Pisces an extra sense of creativity, an extra sense of imagination, an extra sense of believing and connecting all the dots together. So most times Pisces are called crazy because people cannot understand them, because other people who cannot access Neptunian vibes, they cannot process the information that the Pisces got access to. But sometimes they're just crazy, and sometimes they just believe in things that are really not existence. All right. Hey, family. All right. Shout out to the solo group. thank you very much to be here present in the live stream. I was just talking a little bit about Neptune, my personal perspective about Neptune, and right now, I hope you are having a very good Venus day. All right, I ran down today's energy in the beginning, in the start of the live stream. After the live stream is over, if you wanna check it out, you go there and see how the waters are moving today. Hey fam, it's a little crackly. It's normal. It's normal because yesterday in my Instagram I did a live stream. I did a live stream about Venus, tarot reading live stream about Venus in retrograde, about Neptune in retrograde, and it was a lot of scatteredness. So that just those past waters, those old waters from Neptune, might be bringing some La La Land energy to you, and it might be difficult to see what's true or not. So don't just fall because you feel shaky, okay? Because most trees, when the wind is blowing, they don't crack because they are flexible, because they can go from one side to another without cracking. That's what we must do right now. Remain stable, but while we are going from one side to another, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, you're going to the Chinese? Bro, I don't go to the Chinese in a long time. I love Chinese food. Well, you go there and we enjoy that shit, alright? So now we start to analyze how Neptune started his retrograde pattern. Okay, so Neptune was conjuncting Jupiter because soon Jupiter will go into Aquarius. So we can have this double perspective. Alright, Neptune retrograde conjuncting Jupiter, also retrograde, also in Pisces. So this is I cannot even put into words how deep this energy is. This is a completely internal travel to our own subconscious realm because they are both in Pisces. And not just us going deep into our subconscious realm, it's by us going deep into our subconscious realm, we find connections with the universe, with everything. And then imagine a Pisces, it's almost always like that, and they have to try and explain that because sometimes they are just feeling that, they are just in that space, right? And then it's hard to communicate that. I lit more in thought of you, fam, bro. Thank you, thank you. Just don't get, just don't overindulge, just don't get a stomach ache. But until you can do it, you do it, you do it. All right. So Neptune conjuncting Jupiter in Pisces, also in retrograde, is very deep, very, very deep. Okay, this is um, remembering past moments where we felt great creativity because we were remembering past moments of expansion or education. This transit right here is one that is hard to make sense out of. I'm trying my best. Okay. Real shit. That's true. That's true because you can go into some pocket dimension inside of you, into some La La Land dimension inside of you that has no connection with reality. But because it has that nostalgic feeling, you remember it so well, okay, you can stay there for ages. There's three types of fullness when you go eat Chinese. One is when you feel full, but you aren't full sage. I agree on that. Two is when you are full. Yeah, and stage three is if you think you are on stage one, but you're on stage two when it hits. That's for me, that's the worst. Because I think I'm cool and all of a sudden my stomach just wanna burst. Stage three, you'll regret it big time. That's true. And I'm a Taurus moon, so I have a lot of experience in that stage three. I have a lot of experience. I'm eating fine, very, very good, very, very much. And then I take one bite and I feel I'm about to puke. If I take that last bite, I will throw up. And then I have to spend like 2 hours. Not 2 hours is too much, but sometimes I have to spend a whole time, like half an hour, 1 hour just laying down, digesting it. Okay. Tea helps me a lot. Hot tea helps me a lot digesting. Alright, so if you ever feel full, you drink a small cup of tea, hot tea, with a little bit of sugar. That makes everything flush. That makes the people inside of you wanna go out of the house, go on to work, they go on to the beach, they go on to the gym and exercise, and that will help them, helping you digest the shit in you. And 4 hours. 4 hours, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just to process everything, just let everything go in and then go out so you can feel light again. And we can be here, down here, chilling. Because when we are so full, our spirit can't move this body. Okay? I mean, you can, literally, you can, but not in the perfect conditions, far away. Then you're sluggish, you don't think straight. Okay? Back on track 4 hours later, bro. That's it. That's it. That's it. You you have a lot of things to experience. You have a lot of travels to go through. Right? So Neptune conjuncting Jupiter in Pisces, also in retrograde. Whew, really deep. It's like remembering dreams within dreams, you know, because it's like you traveling to past moments when you had past moments about far out imagination. So it's like inception within your own self. And as I said early, you can end up in a pocket dimension inside of yourself that has no connection with reality, and you can make that your own reality. So be careful. But then it's okay because Jupiter goes into Aquarius, and then you can have a way more real perspective. You can have a way more clear and out of the water perspective, so you don't feel so dumbed down, so you don't feel so suffocated, so you don't feel so swimming with sharks, or in this case with Neptune. And Jupiter is not swimming with sharks but swimming with dolphins that instead of biting you, they send some weird frequency and vibration from their first eye, and they put you in the genjutsu, they put you in an illusion, and you are not even aware of that. Yeah. Neptune in retrograde, conjuncting Jupiter in retrograde, both in Pisces, is swimming with dolphins that put you in a genjutsu, that put you in an illusion. That's the best way I can come about it, alright? Don't judge me. Don't don't judge me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Then Neptune is in conjuncting Venus because Neptune is in Pisces and Venus is in Leo. So this is misunderstanding, uh, misunderstanding where to place your love when you are remembering those past moments. So you might love the wrong past moments, but you think it's the right past moments that you are loving and relating with. Past moments of craziness, great creativity, great expansion, great beliefs, great dreams. You might love the wrong. You might love the wrong past moments about that. No judging here. Alright. Feel light. I feel free. Then Neptune in conjuncting Mars. Alright. This is being passionate or being frustrated about the wrong past moments of great belief and great creativity. Okay? So you might get lost in your nostalgia because you were too passionate in the wrong past dream. And also very important, this Neptune retrograde is also a great highway, a great freeway to remembering or re-experiencing old subconscious patterns that they might reveal themselves in reality through some routine and pattern in every level, physically, emotionally, and mentally and spiritually. And right now you can go extra deep within yourself to literally feel or refeel or feel again those subconscious patterns that you might not be aware in your day-to-day life. But with this Neptune in retrograde, you can take a step back, because going back esoterically is going within, is going close. So Neptune retrograde is walking back. I explained that misconception in the beginning of the live stream. So you can go back, you can go more internal to your own subconscious patterns, your hidden patterns, your occult patterns inside of you. So you can be passionate or frustrated about those wrong things. Okay, so maybe you are rediscovering a pattern, a subconscious pattern, and you are mad about it. And maybe you don't need to be mad about that one. Maybe you need to be mad about another one, some other pattern. All right. Also, Neptune is trining the sun. So this is a gift to see those past moments clearly, or a gift to see our deep subconscious levels more clearly. Alright, this is a very good alignment. Perfect. Or it can be bad if you get scared to take some looks within yourself, or if you are scared or uncomfortable to take some trips to the past. All right, if you are too air, if you have too much fire energy, you can feel uncomfortable, or you can feel angry about going into the past, or about going more internally. All right, so this sun trine Neptune can be a bad alignment if you don't like to go deep within your subconscious, to be aware of your deep subconscious, or if you don't like to be aware of the past, or if you don't like to feel how you felt in the past. This transit, Sun trine Neptune, can be the worst transit for you. Neptune in retrograde, don't forget. Alright? But that's how we heal past circumstances. We refeel them. Okay? We re-experiencing them. And if you are in a higher state of being, if your spirit is bigger and more wiser, if your spirit is wider, then the moment where you originally had that experience, you can heal. You can feel lighter and better about some bad thing that you felt in the past. All right? So, because the sun is in Cancer, and Cancer is creating new water, creating new ways to feel, there's also a gift to heal past toxic or harmful subconscious patterns, or a gift to heal some moments, some past moments where we were believing into an illusion, nightmare, or lava land. Alright? Then Neptune is fatal. Neptune in retrograde is fatal attracting Saturn, also in retrograde. There is a lot of retrograde energies right now. If you feel a bit weird, it's normal, because while you are doing your own thing, you are also doing some things of the past. You are not just processing what's in front of you and what's in you. You are also processing what was in front of you and what was in you. So it's like a processor of a PC, a CPU chip. It's doing 4 times the work it was designed to do. But hey, that's how we expand. It's not hindering to us. It's not drying us. It's not making us tired. It's making us expand and get stronger. Mm-hmm. All right. So Neptune fatal attracting Saturn. This is imagining or believing in a more real side, or a more structured side to your past. So instead of you looking at your past and seeing, oh, that shit was crazy, that shit was out of this world. You can actually see, wait, but that helped me feel more secure. That helped me get that job. That helped me get out of that fucked up job. Because Saturn is not about just getting the job to pay the bills. Saturn is not about working hard. Saturn is about working smart. And only the real spirits can make that difference about working hard and working smart. Because Saturn only respects, because it's like Saturn is not choosing you, it's just its vibe only resonates with the ones who know how to work smart. Okay? And a lot of people down here think they need to work 1,000 hours. No, you just need to do that 1,000 hours in a way that only takes you 10 hours. And Saturn will fuck with you real good. Alright? I'm sorry, y'all. Some air. Or you can see, you can feel a more practical side, a more um, profitable side to your crazy imaginations, or to past moments where you believe do some crazy imaginations. Then we have Neptune sextiling Uranus. Air, you know it, I have a lot of air energy in my chart, in my chart. So sometimes I get a lot of air. Luckily, I can flush it out real quick, but sometimes they get stuck, mostly in the intestine area, and sometimes here, and then it's very uncomfortable and it gets heavy, you know. So Neptune sextiling Uranus, this is an opportunity to change your past moments when you had great belief, faith, imagination, or change past moments where where you were believing in La La Land, or you couldn't communicate your creativity and imagination to the real world. So this one and the Sun in Cancer, it's also healing factor. All the air up to the surface, Aquarius stellium with Taurus moon. Hey, me too. Me too. I have an Aquarius stellium and a Taurus moon. Are you talking about me? If you're talking about me, you are infinitely right. That air needs to surface, because then if it does not surface, it gets fixated in a spot and it creates bad flow. Talking about me, hey, I thought you as well had Aquarius stellium and Taurus moon, but no, that's me. But hey, you're right. As I was saying, that air needs to surface, otherwise it gets fixed. Taurus gets fixed in somewhere, and it gets real fixed, because it's not fixed air, it's fixed earth, right? So you have a Leo stellium with Leo moon. Okay, that's a sextile to you. That's a sextile. Okay, you have great opportunity, but also just be very careful. You can attract a lot of bullshit. You can attract a lot of fake friends. You have an opportunity to attract people that can create new ways to sweet talk you into you attracting energy for them, not even through you. It's like you attract energy, and then they expect that energy to be for them, and they can create new, sweet, sophisticated, cool ways to justify that, and they convince you that is the right thing to do for you to attract all that light and give it to them. And then you want attention, you want love, you want you want um, um, connection, but you don't have it because somebody else, you did it for somebody else. All right. Then I was in Neptune sextiling Uranus, right? Opportunities to change how you felt in past moments about La La Land, extreme creativity, far out imagination or opportunities to take those past moments and extract uniqueness and individuality that you can use right now. Right? So you can, instead of being depressed about the past, instead of being uh, disappointed because now you are remembering how crazy you were or how crazy somebody looked at you, right? And you are now feeling, oh, I was so dumb, I was so something. No, you take that energy and you transform it into creativity. You have that opportunity and you have that gift with the sun trining Neptune as well. More air, damn it. Nice, nice. It's cool, it's cool. I've had a lot of energetic vampires in my life, including those who were saying that I'm an energy vampire because I'm giving them attention. Right? Right makes no sense. Makes no sense. But they will create those new ways to talk. They will create those sweet talks, and they can make you mad at them. They are still extracting energy from you. That's when they extract the most energy from you. It's when they put you like, you bro, but you don't even make any sense. In their mind, they know they don't make sense. That's what they are trying to do. They are putting such a fake front for you to be extra aggravated with that, and you give them even more light. All right, so be careful. Also, Neptune sextiling Pluto, that is also in retrograde. So this is another deep, deep, deep journey to the past. All right. Yes, you can see that. Want to take advantage of that gift, Sun trining Neptune. Yes, that's a great tool that we can utilize right now to see clearly those past moments, to heal those past moments, to like, hey, that thing was actually an illusion. That's why it never worked out. It wasn't because I was incapable. That wasn't because I wasn't sufficient enough. I was just believing in La La Land. And that can be healing for you. Or it can be like, damn, I was believing in La La Land. I'm this, I'm that. What the fuck? How? If you are a demon to yourself, that trying can be harsh. But if you know how to forgive yourself, if you know how to heal and transmute yourself, Sun in Cancer, trining Neptune in Pisces in retrograde is a perfect healing alignment. Alright? And also, this Pluto sextiling Neptune is also a great healing alignment, okay? Because these opportunities to transform, to resolve power and control issues in past moments where we had great creativity, but we weren't able to express it, where we had great creativity and we were able to express it both ways, past moments where we believed in La La Land or we believed in a dream that was too big for this reality. Okay, we can transform those past moments, or we can resolve some power and control issues. We can heal some trauma that was caused by past transformations that lack imagination, faith, and belief. Okay, we can use this opportunity to bring all possibilities into our healing process, and we can take an opportunity to bring our healing process into all possibilities. Okay, and lastly but not least, Mercury squaring Neptune. Mercury was in retrograde, now is in direct in Gemini. Facts. Pluto sextile Neptune, both in retro, opened my eyes to a lot of shit. Real shit. That's true, because Neptune in retro is not just past moments, it's also past subconscious patterns. And that Pluto can transform those past to the present. And you're like, hey, that shit that I just did right now was influenced by that pattern that I repeated from a long time ago. Okay, so great healing, useful energy for everybody right now. And Mercury squaring Neptune in retrograde, this is learning how to communicate past dreams, illusions, imaginations, nightmares, fantasies, learning to communicate past la la lands, learning to communicate past far out creativity, learning to communicate those past subconscious moments that we are getting aware right now, or learning how to analyze in a clear way about that, everything that I just said, or learning how to think clearly, cool, without being lost in La La Land about La La Land. Okay, so Neptune squaring Neptune is also a great healing tool that we can use right now. Okay, because Neptune in retrograde can reveal past things that we were believing in some La La Land or some creativity that we weren't able to fulfill, and now we can do it again. We can jump into those spaces again. We can jump into the depths of our subconscious again, right? And we can learn how to communicate it. We can learn how to use that far out creativity to make teamwork so the dream can work, right? Or we can learn in a more internal level, we can learn how to analyze them. We can learn how to make sense of those past dreams, past la la lands, past far out imaginations, past crazy energies, right? So that's great because maybe you had that vision, great vision that you didn't understood before, or it was too much for you to to play it out in this realm before. But right now, you maybe you can do it right now. Maybe you are more powerful right now. So you are learning how to analyze it, to make sense out of it, so you can speak about it, so you can talk with it about it with others, and you can work around that great vision, that great imagination out of this system imagination, because it's not easy. Okay, yeah, and this Mercury squaring Neptune is a healing tool, but it's not greater than that, because healing is great, but in a different level, we can learn how to communicate those imaginations and visions that don't make sense in this world because they are from other systems, they are from other worlds, like past Saturn, not other worlds like from Venus or Mars, like past Saturn, beyond Pluto, beyond Uranus as well. So with this Mercury, we can take those imaginations, those dreams, those illusions, and make them real, because we can create a spaceship to put that energy, and that spaceship can go and land in everybody's airport, aka you can communicate while making sense about your craziest imaginations, about your craziest dreams. Right now you can learn how to communicate clearly and really making sense about. So this is great alignment, great alignment. Neptune squaring Neptune in retrograde is great healing alignment and great spiritual enhancing, technologically speaking, alignment, if you know what I'm saying, because we can learn great new things from these Neptune squaring Neptune in retrograde. Okay, great new things. Take those imaginations, crazy dreams that we weren't able to make sense in the past, and we can make sense about them now, and we can use them now to make our possibilities present in our lives, right? So that was it, y'all. Thank you very much for being here in the live stream. I enjoyed very much doing this live stream. I hope you enjoyed watching. Mm, the tea is cold now. Still tasty, but I wanted it hot. So I hope, I wish you great healing energies from this Neptune retrograde. Is Neptune retrograde is getting in touch with some childlike dream, remembering how good it is to be a child, remembering how good it is to believe in all possibilities, remembering how good it is to have creativity that is out of this realm, remembering, where I'm always saying this, but remembering how good it is to be lost in your own la la land instead of being lost in this realm, because it's also retrograde. It has that water element, it has that comfort element. All right, so we can feel comfortable about forgetting a little bit about reality and go into our internal realm, to our subconscious realm, going to those times in our lives where we believe that we could do anything, any project, any vision, any idea that we had in our lives, we could do it. We had a childhood, right? This Neptune retrograde can take you a lot back into your childhood moments. Not like Pluto. Pluto brings you into those childhood traumas where you were blocked. Somebody was exerting some power over you. Somebody was placing a taboo over you. Or you can talk about this. You can do this over there. When we go to that place, you can be yourself. That's Pluto retrograde taking you back into your childhood. Neptune retrograde taking you back into your childhood is more about you remembering how good it was to be a child, how free it felt when you were a child, how many dreams, visions. Maybe you saw unicorns when you were a child. Maybe you remember uh, moments of before you were born, and now you get even more in touch with those moments. All right. So this, although it's a retrograde, although it's a travel to the past, it can be a gracious moment of expansion and elevation, because we are talking about one of the great elders, and now it's in retrograde, so it's more. It's like it's closer to us energetically, energetically, because we are dealing with some energies of the past that we already know. Because every time you receive actual present energy from Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto, it's something so different, so new, so unique that it's always uncomfortable. Okay? Because it's literally from another system, from another being, almost. Okay? But now that it's in retrograde, it's way more comfortable. All right? Much love and much healing to you, family. Air, literally, literally air to me. Very much healing to you as well. Okay? Use this Neptune in retrograde wisely. Okay? Don't go back into La La Land. Just remember how good it felt to be in La La Land, and that sometimes it's better to be lost in your own dream realm than to be lost in this motherfucking reality. Alright? So I'm about to drop off. Thank you very much, everybody was watching. Check my link tree in the description below. I'm sorry. Still a lot of air. Still a lot of air. And that's it. That's all for today. I enjoyed very much doing the live stream. I enjoyed Nita's company. I enjoyed your company. Alright, as well. Nihility to Entity Tarot 1111. I assume spiritual essence. Thank you very much for your presence. Thank you very much. Check out my link tree in the description below. I was like fixing something that I wasn't able to connect, check the link tree in the description below. You can see a lot more of my content in there. And have a nice Venus day, have a nice Neptune in retrograde, and follow your individuality. Is the only way to maintain your sanity in this world. And shout out to the Soul Group, shout out to Daria, shout out to Archangel Uriel, shout out to Anita Flying High, shout out to Spiritual Essence, shout out to everybody that is working into making the world a better place so everybody can be its own individual. Okay, so you have two viewers right now. Somebody got in, somebody get out right in the end of the live stream, right? Yeah, I will connect with you, and until the next time, as the Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you another time.